Hey everyone, it's Yudia. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a bit of a flip through, mainly a reflection, and I'm going to be talking a lot. This is my first real time ever, and I'm hoping, or the plan is, that I'm not going to edit out a lot and spend time editing much. And we'll talk about the reasons why we're going to do that. And a lot of it has to do with being authentic and real and showing up as myself and not an edited version of myself. It's about just being and really living that out, to be sane, to be at peace with myself. I think it's been a journey, and I want to share what that journey has been like for me as I started this. But first, I put this here because it actually just reminded me a lot about the purpose of my doing this Just Be with Yudia YouTube channel that I started last October. So October 2023 is when I started this whole thing. So again, fairly new at it. But this is a reminder of what my name means. Prosperous journey, well done, and Jehovah gave, or God gave. That for me this was my name before I even did any of this. So this is reminding me just how much God's got this and how much God wants to free me from performance and perfectionism, which is what's going to make it prosperous in terms of my experience, what's going to make it abundant and freeing and liberating and having fun with it. Jehovah gave, God gave me everything that I have, and God placed this channel for me, for my own journey that He wants me to share with others, because I am far from perfect. And then this, my character flaw is buying iced coffee to help me get work done and not end up getting any work done. So yes, I have my coffee. It's not iced. I like hot coffee, but this is what I feel the experience has been. My character flaw is buying notebooks and filling it out aesthetically. And the purpose is to help me get work done and not end up getting work done. That is, in essence, what's going on here for the last 6 months. I want to start the flip through and just reflect and share what I've been doing and what's been working, what's not, and how I want to change things up. So goals is empty. I've shared that before. I want to do this, want to work on it, and I think part of the transformation that I'm planning to see as I change things up will allow me to fill this out, at least for 2025. But as of right now, I have no goals. I don't know how to put it down on paper. Same with quarterly, obviously it's related. So all these perpetual yearly pages that I have done and completed, I like this. It's worked out. Some months I was on vacation, so I didn't really track much of anything. This is the current month of August, so let's jump there. This whole arrow is happening because this is what I mean by not getting work done and not doing what I'm supposed to be doing based on what I've planned, which I hope is, again, I'm hoping to change. This is supposed to be when Bailey gets her Bravecto. And let me get a sip of coffee. And it ended up, I forgot. She did not get any of that until the following month on the 3rd. So obviously I'm doing that happened back in April, y'all. In April. And this is how just how empty April is. So it was not a good month for me. But that happened in April. So, the rest of the year, I'm shifting all of that to the following month. So that's what that arrow is. But just to share what I've been tracking, this is financial stuff, mainly to help me figure out, if anything's going out and coming in. I have not been tracking what is going out, but I have been tracking kind of when the major income dates are, which helps me to schedule out the bills. That would, depending on the due date, I usually pay it like a week before it's due, but that gives me, okay, we just have money coming in that day. So if I schedule it around or after that time, as long as it's before the due date, I'm good, just to make sure we have cash flow. Then the red is a period tracker. I've been tracking that because we women do. The dot is when it starts and then how long it goes for. The geo sticker is for walking. It tracks my walking. Have I been walking or not? I am not an exercise or gym person. That is something that I should be working on and that I want to get better at. But as of right now, my baby step is, did I walk today? I don't care how many steps. I have a route near my house that if I just go through that route, that's good enough for me. And that I wake up and go do it. So that's what that is. And yeah, it's not every day. No, it's not. This is a chat emoji, and I crossed it out to track whether or not I've been eating gluten-free, and that is obviously not happening. I haven't been consistent with it since my vacation to Indonesia in June because I can't control that, but getting back into the swing of things is difficult after you go off the wagon for a long time. So that's where I'm at with that. This is a coffee cup with a heart, and that is to track, am I waking up early every day? And I haven't been doing that consistently, and I honestly should put what time early is or what I'm tracking. I was trying to do like 5 o'clock or whatnot, but then I'm like, oh, if it's 6 o'clock before 7, that's still considered early. So yeah, that's what this is, and it's not working well. But I have September to kind of delineate that I want to start waking up at 4:30, which is what I did today. I'm so proud of myself. But this is only day one. We're always good on the first day. What has helped me, or what motivated me to actually get this, to start doing it again and really focusing on waking up at 4:30, is I realized that I am more functional, more alert in the morning once I get out of bed. The problem is getting out of bed. This person, I think I shared her channel in my plan with me this week that I posted, and her channel is Flourished Hope, and she did a video about waking up early and how she's able to wake up early consistently for the last 5 years. And then another video that I recently looked at or listened to is by Art and Alchemy. And again, I'll show you some of the things I learned from her channel, and I could put up that video in the cards on YouTube when I post this. But it's basically saying the same thing. The main thing is do you have a why? Yudia, why do you want to wake up at 4:30? When your why is big enough, you will find your how. So there, that is something that's going to ground me at least today and for waking up early in the morning and doing the things that I'm going to be implementing. When your why is big enough, you will find your how. It's a quote by somebody. I don't know who that somebody is. I'm pretty sure Arts and Alchemy will reference that person, and I will again put her video as well as Flourish Hope's video on the card. Anywho, back to this tracker. This phone icon was more to track the habit of doing my nighttime routine, basically turning off my phone. That's why it's a phone, because there wasn't another emoji tiny sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. that kind of triggers my recollection of what I'm tracking, but I believe that's what that is. And no, I have not been sleeping early. I have not been doing my nighttime routine. I had an alarm to get ready for bedtime at 9:15, and it still goes off and I ignore it. I don't go to bed until close to midnight. So that's not a good thing. This computer is tracking my YouTube stuff. So I've been doing, and it was read earlier, so I've had my good months. February was good. March wasn't so great. April for sure was not. And then May started off getting better. Nothing in June because I was on vacation, and then got back to it after vacation and posted. So I've been posting a lot, and that's another thing that we'll talk about. But so the dot stands for like the shorts, and then the slashes are for like long form videos. If I do 2 long form videos, I usually exit like the other side. I haven't marked if I've done 2 shorts how it is. I've just been doing a dot. So maybe I want to work on that if I do more than one. But anywho, that's what that is. And then this arrow is for tracking whether or not we're eating out. Again, it's related to expenses that I have not been tracking in an effective way or in a serious way that'll give me information. It's just tracking for the sake of tracking, or more to say, yeah, we didn't go out to eat a lot, but obviously because it's in this page of the planner, I don't look at it a lot, and therefore it's not as functional. Anywho, so that's the habits. The monthly, I've been pretty consistent with basically doing a key down here. Again, it saves up a lot of space because these are small boxes and I'm not gonna write everything in here. It's also for the main big events that I need to remember that's not happening every week. It's not inclusive of my meetings at work every day, because that's just gonna be every week, because that's just gonna be full. But technically I could, if I have like one-on-ones, like weekly one-on-ones with somebody, then I could delineate that. So, but I haven't been. It's mainly focused on personal things. Didn't do anything in April. And then we have that in May. And the bottom here is, you know, bills that are due, kind of to track and make sure that I scheduled them or that I paid them. And this is more of a to-do. And then June came. And yeah, so that's July. And here we are in crazy August. And we're on the 21st. But yeah, so I shared this in my August plan with me to start being more functional and using this planner and not just having it as something that's pretty and a time sink and causing a whole lot of craziness at home. It needs to serve the purpose that is going to help my life, transform my life, and transform me. So I have done these stickers or post-its, and you see my bad writing, because yes, that's doesn't matter. The main thing is it's a brain dump. It's there. I can get to it when I need. I could see it if somebody asks me, hey, are you available? And at a glance, what's going on. So these colors aren't anything. It's not color coding. Doesn't mean anything. It's just whatever is available. These are the stickers or the post-its that I use. I don't know if I'm gonna get them again. To be honest, they don't stick so well and they just take up a lot. So let's say partly I'm writing big-ish, but they take up a lot of space. Sometimes I have to double up on stickers and just put it on there, but I can't see it. Anyways, minor problems. I think I don't know. I have these that I might use in the future. I'm getting sidetracked, but I got a whole bunch of stationery when I went to Asia. And so, yeah, I might use them in the future. But this is mainly, so this is functional. I do like to do this in the beginning of the month. I don't necessarily go back to it after kind of taking a look at the overall glance after I do it, except to track what I've paid. Where is that? These things, I look at it and I use it functionally. I have these months for 2025 that I'm aware of, and I'm just putting it here so that when I transfer to my 2025 journey planner, I have all that already there. So I use this as future planning as well, and not the perpetual yearly. So that's that. Then we go straight to our weeklies. The weekly dashboard, especially this side, has been working out for me, as you can see. I love it. I love doing it. I rely on it. Having said that, because my days have not been, how should I say it? I haven't been spending my time wisely. And it results in me sometimes not doing this until after it's the middle of the week. So, for example, we go to August because that's where we're at right now. And this is this week, week 34. And I'm filming this right now on Wednesday, and I have nothing. So in a way, I am at a loss for what I'm gonna do today, because this is blank and my daily is blank. So I have no plans, y'all. I literally have no plans, and it's not great. No plans in my head. No, that's not even right. How do I say this? I don't know what I'm doing today because it's not here. I've been running on a whim, whatever's thrown at me for work, and I've just been really scattered. So I don't like that about the system, right? I need to change. However, I'm a fan of the dashboard. I may be more consistent with some of these things I want to track, and I'll explain that a little bit later, related to the journey planner for 2025 and what they have and what I want to incorporate in my weeklies or my dailies or monthlies, whatever it is now, so that once I have the journey planner in 2025, I'm already in the habit of doing these things and seeing which ones have worked, which one doesn't, and so forth. So that's where we're at. So another thing related to this and planning and my weekly planning is the video. You guys, video editing takes so long. Part of it is the voiceover, right? So sometimes I feel like, okay, if I'm telling my viewers what I'm doing, but I'm doing the same thing every week before, like, isn't that boring? So then, what do I say? So it's a whole stress thing. Then trying to cut the ums. I realize I say a lot of a lot. And breathing like I'm doing right now, and cutting those out so that we don't have, a 2-hour long video. And so all those things come into play, and I spend a whole lot of time doing that. And that's impacting, obviously, my time, impacting my mental health. And honestly, it's everything that just being is not. I'm not being me. I'm performing. I'm being a perfectionist. I'm not being Yudia. So I want to show up more authentic on this channel, be more real. So I hope you guys would appreciate that, or do appreciate that, and stick around to listening to my full-length videos. But I gotta just be me. Okay? So we will get to planning this out. I'm hoping to record that today and to plan it out today, but that's where we are. It's blank. And then we move to the dailies. So if you see here, this goes to 2 pages, and this is evidence. When I'm not videotaping, when I'm not recording, I write more, meaning I actually reflect and pray and get more out of this journaling process than when I record. Again, that has a lot to do with me performing and me being a perfectionist, right? I don't have time, so I shorten it. So if we see, the more we get to it, and we're doing quick flip throughs, those conference notes, there's other videos of flip throughs, so I'm not gonna go through those ones in the past, but like this, right? It ends up being a lot It's pretty, but it's a lot shorter, you know? Like, let's see. So again, like, these blocks are when I don't film. Oh. These, okay. This I saved up pages because I had the intentions of updating them for my June trip this summer. And I took a lot of pictures and had every intention to update these pages with the daily happenings of my trip. And that was in June. This is now August. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get here. So I've decided to make these pages like this, right? Because I noticed that my brain is weird. So if something looks like a notepad like this, I easily come to this without any hang-ups, without any hesitation, and I could brain dump. Like, I literally look at this as a notepad that I could just jot down notes, whatever comes to mind, right? However, when I have a blank page like this, I freeze. I don't know where to start. What do I write there? This is blank. So my mind just stops. It's weird, but I've realized that. The same with having borders. As cute as this is, I have basically, like, once, like, I stop there. I don't go to the next page. So for example, like this, if I wanted to write more for August 19th because of this border, I don't. My mind just says, no, you have to stop there. You're limited to that space. So I don't know if I'm going to do borders again, or I need to be intentional with the borders. Like, if I'm doing a 2-pager thing, then maybe not have it here, and then I'll be free to roll over my stuff to the next page. I don't know, but that's where we are. This is the last 2 pages, and you can see I'm not journaling. I'm writing a quote or a message from the Lord that is impacting to me sometimes. But there has been times where, oh my gosh, it's Monday. I need to do Monday motivation. What is it? You know, like, I need to do it. So again, is it speaking to me? Is it transforming Yudia? I think God can redeem the inauthenticness of what I'm doing that I feel like is inauthentic, meaning I just did it because I had to, and yet he does speak to me afterwards. Like, this is important for me, but I want to be more authentic than this. Like, God can use this to bless others and to bless me that day, but I am feeling as if I'm not getting out of this planning system, this daily journaling, as much as I can, and I'm not being Yudia. So that's not cool. So for example, this whole thing, like, because I'm filming and recording, I have to be sensitive to what I put on here, right? I can't just talk about folks or my struggles with certain relationships or anything personal. You know, if I'm doing my work stuff, I sometimes don't write out specific details. Like, I don't write out the current project, but I do like project team meeting, which is fine. That part I'm less concerned about. I'm more sad that I can't reflect. I can't write out my struggles in the details that I did earlier on. Like this, right? When I'm not filming. Like, I want to go back to reflecting and speaking and just pouring out my heart to the Lord and not be restricted with that. So I need to figure that out on how I'm going to do it. There may be, I could blur it out, but blurring certain things out, again, editing, I want to minimize the time I'm editing. So you're going to, starting with this video, and just, I could speak to some of the things that I'm struggling with or what I've learned from my day, but it shouldn't be this. That's, for me, it's a bit sad that I feel limited to what I can pour out into my dailies. But, so that's going to change. And then the fun part is why I'm going to change and what those changes are. But since I've been talking for 31 minutes, let's just table this for part 2 of this August planner update. Appreciate y'all for sticking around this long. Please like, subscribe, and share.